No experts, no insiders, just fans.
The longest running weekly overproduced, undertalented, episodic, sometimes echoing, often infighting wrestling podcast.
Music, please. You know this color.
And welcome to Monday Night Rawsome. A little quick public service announcement here in the beginning. For a minute or two here to open our show, and you'll find out why in just a second. We're going to turn the kayfabe off. Okay? Rob, Brian, we're going to turn the kayfabe off. We're not talking about Roman Reigns. We're talking about Joseph Anawahi. And the announcement he made tonight that he has to relinquish his title courtesy of a, I guess, end to his remission. Leukemia is back that he had back in 2000, I guess, 8 was the last time he had it.
Courtesy to you, sir. Courtesy.
Yeah, courtesy is a weird.
That's a weird word.
Am I unmuted?
Sorry.
Am I on?
No.
I don't
Yes,
think
you're definitely on.
All right. Oh, there I am. Hey.
Yes,
Yeah.
the levels are loud.
Just talk.
I am talking.
You have no
He has no idea.
bearing. You have no bearing. You have no idea what holding your bearing is.
Well, you're reaching across the table, and
Yes, because I'm fixing something, and you should just not.
I just kicked
act
it to
like
you.
should
It's
just-
your turn to talk.
You
I've
should
already
act
said
like
what I
I'm
said.
not doing anything. And
Your
just
only
continue.
response was
Right.
that you didn't like the word courtesy.
Just let it happen and just talk.
Right.
Anyway,
God.
Brian.
No. Yes.
It
What is
sucks.
your take on it?
My take. It's completely unfortunate. It's very sad. I mean, no one. As much as we
Dr.
give
Brian.
him shit and everything, no one wants to see that happen. I
Yeah,
mean, the guy
as
needs
a
to make a
human
living.
being.
Right. We want to see him healthy, happy, and all that jazz. Like this sucks. This is I want to see him come back.
Okay.
Ultimately.
Okay.
Well, I'm not going to go that far.
Yo, come on. Don't be a dick.
I want
No,
him to survive this. I don't want him to die. I would hope he gets in full remission.
He's a father. I want him to. You had your time. I want him to his kid to be able to play with him. I want him to live for many, many years. I'm not a fucking cruel person. I'm not Donald fucking Trump or the fucking Prince of Saudi Arabia. You know, I'm not cutting nobody up. I'm just saying that, hey, I don't want him to come back. I hope he gets healed, though.
Yeah. Good luck to you, sir.
Yeah.
And with that, kayfabe has now been turned back
The
on.
kayfabe light is on.
Can you change the lights?
And now live from the U-Record Studios, it's the Rawsome Awards. Here's
Adam.
I love how he just, like, nothing's ever his fault, right? It's always, I did this. The computer that's set to obey my commands is what did it differently.
Oh, remember you said you needed to stay the course here, you schmuck? Same thing.
I let the intro come in.
My levels are not loud.
You're
It's
horrible.
The thing that's loud.
You're horrible.
You're worse. Anyway, it's award time. Brian, I'm going to let you go first with your first award
All right.
of the night. What is it?
All right. Mine's going to go to the kid that was holding up the sign that said, "Alexa, be my stepmom."
So he was trying to get his dad nailed.
Indirectly, yeah. I mean, he was basically his dad's wingman, which, hey, I mean, I got to applaud him for that, right?
Isn't that what Sleepless in Seattle was all about?
Couldn't tell you. I know Billy Crystal was in it, but
no,
right?
no.
Oh no, Tom Hanks. Tom Hanks.
Oh.
Tom Hanks.
Oh,
I was thinking
Brian.
of what's the other one? What's the Billy Crystal Meg Ryan?
I would
vehicle?
just stop talking.
What is it?
When Harry Met Sally.
Thank you.
And the common denominator is Nora Ephron wrote both of them. Don't ask me why I know this shit.
I won't. I wasn't going to.
My award is called the Show Must Go On Award, and I gave it to Paul Heyman. I thought he was a good choice to come out and basically segue, hey, you know, Roman's not going to be in there. Here, Paul, you go out and explain what's going to happen with the title picture and where it's going to lead in Crown Jewel from that triple threat.
Please, listen to my voice. Take it from the wise old Jew.
Rob, award time, number one.
Why does everybody want RJ Black back? What is up with him? Did I upset them because I said I didn't want him to come back?
We forgot to introduce everybody that you're referring to.
Oh,
Kevin from Texas, Noah's here, Teddy Two-Stone, Bang Bus GM, Berto, Captain Obvious, Juan, DP. Got a full house tonight when somebody makes a huge announcement like that.
All right. Hey, look, should I start big and then move, or should I end big?
I mean, I was starting small and building up. That's what you do, right?
Yeah. Okay. So I'll say the big one.
Yeah, you don't want to. You want to like little Chubb. You don't want to show her the full manhood.
My first award is going to be. And just FYI, when I don't want him to come back, he can come back and be an announcer or a manager or something. I just don't want to be a wrestler. Sorry. All right, here we go. My award, my About Time award, goes to Renee Young for the comment she made. Baron's just mad that Elias isn't playing Nickelback covers. I thought that was hilarious, and it's about time Renee Young had something good.
Anything.
Yeah, just
anything that wasn't waffly.
Right.
I agree with you. And you know what, Rob? I'm going to give you this.
Oh, yay. I get a coin.
That's pretty good.
Just for you.
Yeah.
The Shock Award goes to Dean Ambrose. Didn't know they could turn heel so quick after Roman's announcement. That's from Stike Leather.
That was great.
The Nita Face Award goes to Elias. That's from Kevin. What's your next award, Brian?
Mine is I think it's gonna be a weekly one because I feel like this has been a trend.
Oh, I get that.
A lot. It's gonna be the Blow Your Nose Award.
The Blow Your Nose Award.
And it's definitely gonna go to fucking Seth Rollins. He had a lot of snot in his mustache. It's fucking disgusting. I mean, let's. It's got to be. Come on, got to be sanitary.
Yeah,
you got to be clean.
Speaking of sort of disgusting, Cry Me a River Award. Everybody tweeting, "Thank you, Roman." That's from Berto. And the Superman Punch Award goes to Rob.
All right. I don't know why. I don't know if that's a dig or a salute or whatever.
I think he wants to hit you.
Oh, cool.
My next award is
I'm not afraid of that punch.
Is the best guitar shot / worst face turn of all time award, and that is Elias. I don't like the fact that he went face by attacking Baron there. Did he? Hey, Brian.
Hey, Brian.
This is an
little impromptu game.
Let's go. Let's go. I'm ready.
Elias, did he turn tonight? Because I love the guitar shot to Baron, but I'm fearful that it caused him to turn face.
I think it did.
I need to go to you.
It did. Yeah,
it is?
I'm gonna give it a yes. Yes.
Thumbs up or thumbs down, Rob?
For what?
He has no idea what's going on.
The Adam You're a Tool Award goes to Elias. That's from Justin. Rob?
Yeah.
What is your second
All
award?
right, not doing my big one yet.
You don't have a big one.
Worst mic drop ever award goes to Ronda Rousey for her cliche ending of "I will end you, I must break you."
Yeah, Ivan Drago.
Right, and then her long pause where it should have been over, and then "I give you my word," mic drop. Wow, that's horrible. Okay, I'm gonna let the cat.
You just don't like her because she walks around like a snake.
Because she's a trash.
All right, my next award, Brian, before I go to your third one, since Rob talked about Ronda Rousey, I want to segue into this. Since there was a lot of mom talk thrown back and forth between the Bellas and Ronda, I thought Ronda should have given this. The your stepdad is Johnny Ace award goes to the Bella twins because that should have been her comeback.
Oh, that's great, Adam.
Hey,
That's a great job, kid. That's a great job you did there, kid.
Segue
God
right
damn
to
it, Johnny boy.
Worst cue card reading award goes to Kurt Angle.
Yes, it was so bad.
That's from Berto.
That's a good one.
Need a
Good one,
program
Berto.
award goes to the Riot Squad. Brian, your third and final award.
You know what? Mine is just the Jerry Lynn Award, and I'm giving it to Jerry Lynn. That's all. Yeah,
I guess it's better than the Ascension.
that's it. Yeah. Well, it was the Ascension Award. I changed it to the Jerry Lynn Award.
Oh, because you wanted to give it to Jerry Lynn, where you gave the Ascension award only to Ascension.
Well, yeah, come on.
That's
Gotta make
classic.
sense.
Rob, third and final award.
You want me to? Do you have one, or do you want me to?
I am done. I already went.
All right.
I know you don't keep count or actually pay attention to anything that I say, but I have given 3.
Yeah, my final award is actually several awards. I have
Oh.
several. Yeah, and I'm just gonna say that you know what? I said my well wishes, and I mean them sincerely. But let's be real. We all have the really shitty jokes going in the back of our mind. So I'm just going to vocalize it and then move on from it. Okay? So, again, Roman Reigns, this is for you. Joseph, wish you the best, man. I really do.
Don't do it.
Here I go. That's a I'm doing it award. Does this mean that does this mean no more Vest award? The Make-A-Wish award? Damn! You're Finally Over award?
Oh, God.
Connor's Cure award?
You're welcome.
I thought wet hair gave you a cold, not cancer award.
Roman Reigns.
I'm done. That's as mean as I can get. I'm done now. Forever. Good luck, bud. Yeah.
Did you say the Make-A-Wish award?
Move on. Yeah.
Who's Paying Me to Come Back award goes to HBK. That's from Berto.
Yeah.
That Sucks award goes to Tegan Knox getting injured again. That's from Stike. The Please Go Away award from DP. That's DX. I like that one.
That's a good one.
That is a good one.
That's a great one.
Mm-hmm.
Good job, DP. For that, you get to be our segue into this.
Extra big ass topics.
The Get a Bra award.
I saw that one.
Braun Strowman and his under boobies.
That's from Captain Obvious. No, Teddy went real highbrow. The Bald award goes to RJ Black.
Oh, he's being all sensitive tonight. He's in Amsterdam smoking the kind of weed that makes you a little whiny millennial with sensitivity problems.
You know what's funny though is that Rob is bald as a newborn baby.
As hell.
Most babies.
Most.
Where RJ had hair, so I don't get that
And a
bald
visor.
award going to RJ Black.
And a visor, right?
That doesn't make sense.
There's a visor.
Yeah,
and hair?
RJ he has hair. He usually wears a visor. He wore a mask for a while.
It's true.
All right. Well, whatever.
1.
Number 1, let's get down to brass tacks, boys. What is the ripple effect from the vacuum that Roman Reigns has now created?
Wow. There's so
Where
many.
do you start?
You know what? Ogres have many layers like an onion. I can't do Scottish voice.
Nah.
Scottish. No, ogres. I can't do it. No, it's more like
Try
German.
doing your dad.
Just do Shrek.
Okay. Hello. No.
Donkey.
Why do we have to do voices? Can't you just give me your opinion?
That'll do, donkey. That'll do. I'm sorry. What? Yes. So there's so many elements to this, right?
Now I just picture Drew McIntyre as Shrek.
Okay, I'm going to start this off since you guys can't fucking talk. My first thought was this Best in the World tournament for the World Cup. Maybe they could finally make that be worth something.
They could have the crown jewel and do lot.
and whatever he's saying. And I thought that the winner of that tournament might take Roman's place in the triple threat. Now, this is a match, Rob, that you said it fucking 2 years too late. We wanted Brock and Braun one-on-one 2 years ago. Roman's been in the picture this whole time, and, you know, I don't know if this was the final chapter or what, but do they put Braun over? Who's the next contender? Is it Drew? Where do we go from here?
Well, I mean, you got to look at the first. We need the big face, right? Who's the big face? Which is what the award was earlier when you say need a face award going to Elias, right? We need a new face. So we need a new face, but we need a new representative for the company.
It's going to be Braun? You think it's going to be Braun?
No, that's what I'm saying. It's not going to be Brock either.
And poor timing. You got Kevin Owens out and Seth Rollins tied up with the IC title.
No doubt.
Well, I think that's where it changes. I think Seth, at this point, he's going to do something with Dean because of obviously what happened tonight. But I think the IC title, I think he's going to move on, and he's going to be, I think, maybe him and Dean will go after the
We'll
Universal.
talk about Dean and Seth next. Unless you want to reference them, we're talking about the vacuum that Roman Reigns' absence has created.
Right, because not only is it a title, not only is it a WWE, the face of the WWE, not only is it the biggest fucking push, but it's also the main events. Roman Reigns has been, like it or not, in the main event for fucking 5 years.
Yeah, ever since Cena and Orton stopped being the main event for 5 years.
It's been Roman.
Yeah.
So who takes over all these spots? Now, I think it's being a little short-sighted just saying Seth.
Finn? What about Finn?
Well, now,
But hold on.
Rob, you mentioned that somebody might be coming over from SmackDown.
Well, that's exactly the point I was trying to get there. Was that it doesn't have to be anybody from Raw. Bobby Roode is doing some bullshit little thing with Chad Gable. That can end tomorrow.
Yeah, but I feel like you've already got plenty of guys on the Raw roster where you could just promote from within. You don't have to bring anyone over. The roster is already too inflated as it is.
Is there anybody on
yes,
Raw
but
that
he's talking the face
Star power,
of the
right?
company.
Star power.
This isn't because I would offer up the name that Drew McIntyre would benefit the most here, because I think Drew McIntyre is going to get an opportunity here with Braun, and I think that he's got the ceiling. But when Rob talks about the true vacuum being the face of the company, Drew McIntyre's not that.
No, he's not that.
So we really have to evaluate this. Is it Seth? The board, this I think it's crazy from Daniel Price, but he says Cody might get interjected somehow there. They would bring Cody back. And you'd get the Bucks in the exchange as well.
You know what? As I'm thinking about it, I don't think it's Seth, and I can't think of anybody else it could be. But when you say Cody, I actually go, you know what? I could totally see that.
You guys are on crazy.
If they
Think
did him
about
right,
generational, just like Roman is.
yeah. If they did him right, man. I mean, if they really did him right, not Stardust bullshit. If they let him do what he's doing now, right now, Cody Rhodes may be the most popular wrestler in the world.
But could he do what he's doing now as a face? This person that's got to come back has to be the face, that John Cena was, that Roman Reigns had become. I don't think Cody. I like the idea, and I'm glad you piggyback DP on it to go a little. I cannot see him coming back as the face. It doesn't work.
I think Finn. I think Finn is the one that's going to benefit the most.
But it's to all of. I mean, look,
Finn beat Bobby Lashley tonight, for Christ's sakes.
I don't know. I mean, you're talking
what about Bobby Lashley? I'm not saying that he's going to be a face of the company, but
no,
he could kind of
title picture
move
maybe
up.
for a minute.
Right, exactly,
yeah,
right.
Sure, he might get it for a minute.
Same with Drew McIntyre. The vacancy of who's going to get the title is one thing.
But the face is bigger than the title.
Well, I mean, do they finally say that AJ Styles is the face of the company?
No, it's not going to be.
It's nobody within.
No,
it's nobody that's currently a top tier main eventer, is what you're saying.
I don't think so. I mean, look, AJ's great, but he's not in his prime, right? He's still it looks like he's in his prime, but he's not in his prime. He's
on the tail end of it, but, I wouldn't say he's.
I wouldn't say he's
falling
out of his prime.
Who is the guy that you want to see on Good Morning America representing your company?
Seth or Finn?
I don't.
At least from like the Raw side.
I don't think Finn because he's
Why Rob?
Irish.
Oh,
I think Vince.
The interviews would be.
You can still
supposedly no, just to say that Rob's onto something. Supposedly, I've read a lot of dirt sheets that Asuka is not getting the push because she's bad on the mic because she can't talk English.
But Finn
can speak English.
She was
yes, but he's Brian Easton.
The good old he's not even that bad. The good old American. I know I'm
sure.
saying.
No, I know what you mean. I know what you mean.
Fucking God, I'm going to get it out. Vince's idea of the good old American superhero.
Sure.
Is not an Irish guy.
Sure.
I mean, I do believe though Seth Rollins is probably the only potential. The true potential to fill the face aspect of it. I think, like you guys said, Drew McIntyre and a lot of these guys are going to get their opportunities, now, but I don't see it there. What about Nick Aldis? Berto says, obviously.
Well, he regained the NWA title. That's probably what he's referring to.
And Berto says
he's not going to come
Cena.
over.
Ooh.
Berto says, God damn it, if Adam Cole wasn't so damn small, this would be his time. I bet you it is. They took the belts off Dolph and Drew, so maybe Drew becomes main face. Kevin says Drew is flip-flopped so many times he's done.
What about Triple H?
I mean, not so Drew becomes main face. Sorry. I don't see Drew
What
as
if
a
Triple
face.
H comes back into like a semi-regular run to kind of fill the void of not having a top top person?
Berto did point this out. I never see Roman on
no.
Good Morning America. It's always H and Cena. Why push Roman if you're not going to really make him the poster boy in the real world? This traveling schedule probably makes that a little tough to be the active champion face that's going to be on TV. Cena had access to the jet. I bet Roman doesn't.
Daniel Bryan. Yeah.
He's in the same spot. He's same argument with AJ. He's not in his prime. He's definitely past it, or he's got the injury thing too that you got to be worried about.
He's
over.
He's over. So is AJ.
He's so hip with the times, right? He's a hippie and he's liberal.
He's a millennial,
and he's kind of I don't know if he is legit or not, but he's a millennial and he's fucking from Seattle. And,
yeah, I'm gonna say Berto wins the coin on this one with that one. And guess what, Berto? You also
This
get
is Roderick Strong, and I approve this message.
Wow, and a Roddy.
and a Roddy. I think we talked about this long enough, so I'm gonna move on to
2,
topic number 2. Jason Jordan wouldn't do that. Again, Rob, since you weren't paying attention, topic number 2 is Jason Jordan wouldn't do that.
I
Let's
heard
talk
that, Mark.
about Dean and Seth. Once we win the tag titles, I'm going to attack you. Jason Jordan never did that to Seth.
Wow. You stretched on that name.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
come on.
I don't think he would either.
What?
Yeah,
Next topic.
Let's talk about
He
the
totally
fallout.
wouldn't, yeah.
Are these two guys going to fight over the IC title? Because now they both really need to be involved
I
in the
think that's-
Universal title hunt.
I think that's so obvious.
And where do they go?
No.
They're the tag champs right now, Rob.
No. I think it's so obvious that it's going to be an IC title thing because obviously 1 versus 1 is a single belt.
Daniel Bryan's
but
in his mid-30s, by the way.
Okay.
Late,
I don't
late
think
30s.
they're going to be doing a Universal program anytime soon. These two, I really don't. I think they're not
I
going to.
don't, I don't know how they can get to the Universal title when they have both of those titles wrapped up with just the two of them, right?
I think Seth's at least 8 months out from Universal title.
Oh no,
If they play
I think that this, especially with the curve now, I think you probably were right. I bet you they didn't intend Seth to be back in the title picture until Money in the Bank SummerSlam next year, Rob. But I bet you they just escalated everything. They need a worthy replacement main event for Mania, and I think the Seth Dean feud, if it gets to the point where it has the title in it going to there,
It doesn't need the
No.
title though.
it might to give it extra legs.
At that point, maybe. I mean, I'd hope that they'd have a one-on-one
Post Rumble,
match.
Is it
maybe
by
that's
then.
to Rumble. I don't know.
Is
It's
that-
not that far away, Rob.
Is that a big enough star power for the main event?
No,
No.
not at Mania.
But again, it doesn't have to be the main event. What I'm questioning though, maybe really, if Rock and Roman was truly supposed to be a contender to happen at Mania, that's out the window. So you really need a main event to replace that. What Universal, do it this way? Since I thought we were going to talk about Seth and Dean possibly doing this, what is your
It's
Universal
all-
title match at Mania?
It all ties in together.
Yeah.
Well,
What's
that's
your
a-
Universal title match?
That's a very specific question to ask me with no prompting at all. Just
I mean, give me one competitor that you
I'll
think
say-
is vying for it.
Rock,
really Rock,
I do.
like if you smell
like The Rock.
really the main event
do.
Mania.
I do.
God, Vince would have to pay the fuck out of him, man.
Bro, he's got fucking Saudi money.
Hey, just do another Saudi show.
He's got Saudi money. Blood money, bro.
I don't. I mean,
fucked.
I think Joe would be a better main event if they had to. They had to start giving him wins, but
He's not going to main event fucking WrestleMania.
No, yeah. We're talking
Well,
Triple H, Batista.
That's what I was going to say. I don't think Triple H would put himself in that position, though, because everyone...
He might be forced to now.
But then how are you going to elevate guys if it's just going to be the same shit where, like, Batista comes back, and then
Well, it's-
Triple H comes
it's-
back,
I
and
don't-
Shawn
I don't know.
Michaels
Look at
comes
that
back.
fucking post. Look at the
No.
T-shirt from last year. Goldberg, Brock, and Taker are the 3 biggest people on there.
yeah, I mean, I hear what you're saying about elevating.
There's no elevation.
Oh, I'm fucking talking.
So finish your thought.
Oh my god, I forgot what it was.
I'm having deja vu.
Oh, Stike says main event for Mania is going to be Charlotte versus Rousey now.
Oh, get the fuck out of here. No, thank you.
No?
Come on, the main event? It's WrestleMania.
Balor versus Rollins?
I would want to see that as a main event, but I don't think that... You know how they are. They want to put the biggest match possible. What about, like, a returning
Maybe
Hulk
once
Hogan?
Dean and Seth are done, they finally address that Finn was on the shelf because Seth hurt him?
I just don't know anybody on the fucking roster right now that has main event WrestleMania
Right. I'm
power.
having a hard time. Maybe AJ Shaw.
Well, yeah,
no,
A-
AJ Michaels, but that he wouldn't... I don't think so.
Ooh.
Then you'd have to get the title off of him, and then that's a whole nother
Yeah,
thing.
we've already had AJ Cena. That's been done. So
Oh
that's not
God!
big.
Is it HBK and Taker in
No.
a double retirement match?
No.
Dude, I mean,
Let-
you
let-
say
okay,
no.
this
They're fighting in 2 weeks.
Yeah, just shelf that one.
Okay.
Shelf that one. I mean, yeah, that could very well be real.
I mean, we had Taker Roman close it down when Taker couldn't move.
But just shelving that one, I can't think of anybody still.
Maybe Roman. Maybe Roman with the Universal title. I'm sorry. Braun. I meant to say Braun.
Oh, we didn't even talk about Braun.
What if Braun has the title? Then he'll have to be in the
This
main
is
event.
the vacuum is so weird right now.
This may be one of the more significant. And again, we're just talking within.
I mean, he's leaving in his prime.
We're just talking within wrestling, right? Not in life.
Yeah.
But this may be one of the most significant, what the fuck moments ever when it comes to an announcement.
This would be like I'm trying to think of something else, like the maturation of Goldberg, and as he's about to fight the NWO, and he first wins the title from them, and he's like, I gotta retire early, guys, or I gotta take some long medical leave.
Right, and when we had this with Daniel Bryan, it was like, it was shocking, kind of, but it wasn't so. It wasn't. I don't know how to.
He hadn't been handed the keys to the castle.
Roman was the fucking Hall of Famer in 5 years,
4
years, whatever.
5.
Whatever. I mean, fucking 6 one way, half another the other man. Roman was a Hall of fucking Famer in 5 years.
Do you guys on the spot, a little speed round, do you think that Vince, just yes or no, not who, yes or no, does he go after the Kenny Omegas and people out there on the indie circuit to try and fill this void?
I don't know if he sees it as a void like we do.
I think Daniel Bryan's the only one that could. Oh, here you go, Brian. Berto says it would be like Michael Scott leaving The Office on season 3 right as the show is picking up steam.
Yeah.
What about if when he did Michael Scott Paper Company, he really left the show? That would be.
What about?
Right.
I mean, it happened to Finn when Finn won the title, and he had to.
I know he.
No, I'm just kind of comparing it, like as Finn was the guy. They had him pegged as the guy. We all thought he was the guy. He won the match, and then the next night he was gone.
Justin says Scott Steiner is going to fill the vacuum.
Yeah. I mean, I'm completely okay with Finn. I don't know if he's main event fucking.
No.
If he's main event All-Star.
Yeah, he's the guy that carries the belt from SummerSlam to Rumble. He's not the guy that carries it at Mania.
Another factor in this whole vacuum thing is the excitement about, and again, I feel horrible saying this, but the excitement about what Raw could become.
Right?
You know what would end that excitement, Rob? If Brock won at Crown Jewel and Brock was Universal Champion yet again.
I don't see it happening. I do not see it happening. This is the perfect time. I mean, it's totally unfortunate.
They'd have to make Brock a face just so we could have Bobby Lashley and Brock. That's what they'd have to do.
They let Finn Balor beat Bobby Lashley clean tonight.
Well, no, what he's saying is one of them's got to be because Bobby's obviously the heel.
We got to keep it rolling.
3.
Number 3, old and long-winded. Fuck nostalgia. Kane, Taker, HBK, Triple H. I really don't have much to say on this other than fucking old and long-winded.
Well, this is Berto, and he's recapping the last one, but in this too, I just looked at the roster and everyone is too old, too small, or just doesn't fit the guy look. And going with the old part, here we go now to save the pay-per-view for the Crown Ripper apart of people, Prince. We have the fucking geriatric fucking club, the Villages main eventing fucking the event. I mean, what the fuck, man?
And by the way, Daniel Price says Bobby Roode. Bobby Roode falls into that same thing. He's a little old.
No. Yeah, he is, but I think
Daniel Bryan in his mid-30s is too old, everybody that's near 40 is too old.
I think Bobby Roode he could at least hold it for a couple of years and give it some
not
cred.
As a face.
I think the way that
not as a face. No, not as a face.
The way that he's debuted and the way that he's been handled on the roster now, I don't think.
Oh, he can do it now.
No, but what I'm saying is, I don't. You couldn't put him in the
not now.
No.
Yeah.
It's a weird void.
Oh, Joe. What about Joe?
No, we talked about Joe.
We already said Joe.
Did you feel like kind of bad when you watch Shawn and Hunter come out of Gorilla with the DX music on, and you're just looking at him like, you remind me of, and I guess me.
I don't know. It was onset vertigo for me at that point.
I guess with me, it's like looking at me and my fellow dads, playing air guitar to fucking like shit from our 20s. Let it go, guys. You don't look cool anymore.
Well, the glow sticks didn't help anything.
Yeah.
And the graphics too. I mean,
and let's
break it down,
the
man.
crowd was very just kind of somber all night. Really, I mean,
they didn't get anything.
Break a hip,
they didn't
man.
even. Since you mentioned that, Brian, the crowd didn't even get when the one good thing that they were talking about. It says, speaking of X, there's another thing that the future that we run as well. And then
The NXT.
yeah, it took the crowd like a minute to figure that out, and then they started chanting.
Yeah, I was waiting for an immediate pop there, but no. it's
Only
kinda-
like 20 got it in the audience, and it took a while for the chant to spread.
Let's be fair to the crowd. I mean, they were horrible tonight,
Why are we being fair to them?
but they did get hit with a fucking gut punch. I mean, they were booing Roman right away.
and there were tears. There were real tears in the crowd.
There were, but they were booing him right away when the show started.
They were.
And then he came out with, "Oh, by the way," and then the fucking wind got knocked out. So the rest of the night, they're all like, "I don't want to react. Who's gonna come out next with some shit?
Right.
What? Dolph has herpes? What the fuck is going on?"
Wow. And then, by the way, cue the breast cancer awareness time.
Right. Oh.
By the way, WWE and cancer.
4,
Number 4,
Hello, Harley boys.
Your Mama. I don't really want to talk about this too much, but the Bellas and their whole shtick with Ronda tonight, your mama, your mama, your mama, your mama. I mean, I know they said your mother, but I don't want to say that 10 times.
They really
And
say
then-
your mother?
Yeah. They said your mother would be so disappointed about this. And remember, you told your mother this, and it was just like, what the fuck?
Your mama's so fat. How fat is she?
And guess what? They didn't even come to blows. That was the contract sign.
Well, one of them smacked her.
Yeah, one
they
slapped each other,
They smacked
yeah.
Nikki smacked Ronda.
And then they walked away like little turds.
You know what I love? I love the fucking absolute just how when Ronda was first being announced to come in, we were all in here going, "Oh, you know she's gonna get there and get right fucking in the title picture, gonna win the title, be main event and shit." And then she came out and said, "I'm gonna fight through the ranks and this, that, and the fucking other." And like, "Oh, she's gonna fight through the ranks," and that's what she said. And here we are, exactly what we all thought was gonna fucking happen. And even to top it off, then now she's fighting the Bellas.
Now
my God.
This is the biggest indictment on your whole. They do everything really planned out. Now, I get something like an injury or what went on with Roman tonight. We'll swerve and change creative.
It's like quite an injury.
But Rob, you want this. You say that they have these long plans.
Mm-hmm.
I think maybe they did have a plan of, hey, we're gonna push her, and then they're like, long end game, and then they just changed that plan because there was a time in Impact where Kurt Angle said, "I need to reinvent myself," and so he made up this top 10 list for basically him to fight his way to the top, and he beat number 10, he beat number 9, he beat number 8, and then he challenged for the title, So I don't know. Maybe they just didn't see it through because she was fighting the Alicia Foxes and stuff.
I'm sorry.
It just doesn't make sense.
I'm sorry I made this topic more for us to talk about. We can move on. I mean, unless,
Fuck you too.
5,
no,
Hey,
it was
here's
good-
a great one
it
for
was
you.
Good points.
Your table is ready.
Well, fuck off then.
We're talking about Baron Corbin serving up Elias to the face side according to the ruling you guys came up with earlier.
I didn't.
Kinda. I mean, he played to the crowd a little bit too, right?
God,
We're
don't
talking
make,
about Baron.
don't
Yeah.
make him a
Yeah.
face.
He tried.
He tried a little bit, and that
Dude.
crowd did not bite.
New Day was so. I mean,
He didn't insult the sport team.
I like.
Rob.
I know. I like New Day now, but when they were heel, it was fucking. It was. Mwah, it was fucking scrumptious, right? Delicious.
He didn't shit on the city either.
And Elias as a heel is delicious. As a face, I don't think I care.
Could they now? Could he? And I made sure that since you guys didn't bring him up, could he be the guy that fills that void?
Who?
Oh no.
Who?
Elias.
No.
No.
As a super face.
No, he's too.
He's got the body of Cena
He's too gruffy.
in the face.
He's too gimmicky.
Is he?
Elias?
Well, Cena was very gimmicky
The Rock played a guitar.
when he first started, right?
Cena had rapped and had his own
Well,
album.
Rock.
I'm just saying.
no, he can make the. No, Cena's a.
I'm
comparison.
making a
Yeah, I mean,
good
that's
argument.
comparison. Yeah.
Yeah.
His body is jacked. I mean, when it comes to physique, no, I'm being serious.
Yeah.
When it comes to physique, Elias has the look.
Yes,
What-
he
what
does.
else do
He
you
does.
I mean, look at what Brian looks like now compared to when we first met him. You trimmed up his beard. We
Yeah.
put a hat on him, and he looks like a normal human
You
being
would have-
instead of mountain man anymore.
you would have to change Elias all the way around. Hair, beard.
We already trimmed his beard. We already know
Outfit.
that.
That could have been phase one. They're just
Right.
they're slowly transitioning.
They did it to Aleister Black. They did it to my boy.
Yeah.
Shaved his beard, gave him the belt.
Wouldn't they want to test him?
The C Showdown
First.
is joining us. What's up, man?
Yeah. Make sure you can get away with it without the guitar.
I don't know.
He's got to have the guitar, or you got to work something in where he gets the guitar taken away from him.
Stike says Stone Cold played the guitar and also did some awful singing.
Yeah, but Stone Cold and Rock both had already established themselves before they did the guitar and shit.
If he got like a serious streak, I believe it. He's got good in-ring work. We know he can work on the mic.
Yeah.
We know he can work on the mic, and I think that's the biggest thing that you need. I mean, to be this role. Roman even kind of stumbled sometimes.
Instead, he's what's he doing on Raw tonight? Well, who do you have a match with?
Apollo. Well, I mean, I'm sure
Apollo
this was
can fill the
booked.
void.
Can Apollo fill the void?
Because it felt weird. How many times does a wrestler win? They cut to commercial, and he starts the promo that he had at the beginning of the match back over with a new guy. I mean, that felt weird. So it felt like they're like, let him do what he was supposed to with Apollo, and then we'll throw this stuff on there. I don't know.
EC3, come on, man.
No,
come on.
Kevin says Elias could be a Stone Cold type. I don't know about that.
Yeah, no, sure. The sky's the limit.
Yeah, I think
Not right now,
a makeover. His physique. You give him a makeover from the neck up. He could be the guy you're looking for.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
Sure.
All righty, you know what time it is.
You get your clock ready.
We had a vision for change. You made it a revolution.
is this the Saudi Arabian minute?
We are the future. You told us the future is.
I'm going to change the lights to yellow.
We'll have a fist fight, but by that I mean I'll cut you into pieces.
I want to give you a snake
Wrestling
bite.
Podcast presents to you the NXT Minute with Brody Rob.
It's not like I wanted music with my name in it. Whatever.
I always meant to do it, Brian, but I never did it.
Don't worry, Brian. Your segment's up next.
NXT Minute. Here we go. You have no ability to fade.
That thing ended.
Oh, did
No, it did not.
I don't.
could have faded
You're the
out.
one who made the sound effect.
Or
It
you
ended
could
that way.
have seen that it was ending.
So
Shut up, Brian.
All right, NXT Minute. Let's see. Did you start, Brian?
Oh, you've got 45 seconds left.
Oh, cool. So Bianca Belair and Nikki Cross had a fucking kick-ass match that ended with the lights turning off. When they came back on, Aleister Black sitting Indian style in the middle of the ring. Bianca fucking went Toto and Kansas and shit, gone, right? And Nikki Cross went all crazy with Aleister, and he was like, "Come here," and like a demon voice. And then she crawled over to him, and they didn't have sex, but she did tell him a secret, and he got really mad, and it was a really good look too. It was like really fucking mad. Like,
Oh, so he told her who she
No,
told him.
right? And he like shook. He was so angry. It was well played, great acting, great segment.
What else happened?
That's all I watched. Okay, the Dingo Warrior took on the Fabulous Freebirds for the UK Championship.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
What the fuck? You want to hold it right next to your microphone? It made a vibration. Jesus.
Just want to let you know that it's done. You didn't get through everything.
That's like the SETI set.
What else happened?
I don't know, Brian.
You know what, Brian, though?
What?
Now it's your turn.
That's the wrong music.
Fuck you, Berto.
It's the NJPW Minute with Brian.
Is he trolling? Is that what he's doing?
Yes.
All right, Brian.
Yes.
You're up. What's up with NJPW?
Hey, look, CT's here.
Wow, CT.
Oh, I was not prepared for that.
For CT?
No, for him to play that music.
Oh, wait,
I thought we were going into little dirt sheets.
Yeah, let's do some dirt sheets.
well,
do
we
some
got.
dirt sheets.
You don't want to do predictions?
No, it's too
Let's do
Wait,
predictions.
Oh, okay.
I don't want to do them. They're for
No,
a women's
no,
show.
no.
But
Yes,
should
we
them.
have
should
to do
them.
predictions.
We have
for the
to do
women's
them.
show.
We have
Come
to
on.
do them.
We
okay,
have to.
it's women's and then prediction. It's women's predictions. Evolution here, and then we'll do dirt sheets.
There we go.
All right, starting off first. Are you ready?
Let's do it.
Cool.
Who is going to win between Rhea Ripley and her opponent to be announced for the UK title?
It is.
The opponent to be announced? Really?
It's booked, but yeah, there's only one competitor listed.
Oh my
Are
God.
you sure?
Yes, that's all. That's what my research showed.
I thought this was already. Oh, that's Mae Young.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
Isn't it the winner of the Mae Young? No.
No.
So I'm going to say not Rhea Ripley.
All right, I'm gonna go with TBD as well. You want to make it a 3 for there, Rob?
Yeah, Molly Holly.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh, segue of the century from Rob there, pulling it out of his ass. Right now, as it stands, it's a 19 women battle royal. And the winner gets a title match, future for their brand, which, by the way, I thought might mean NXT, but there are no NXT superstars on this list. Here is the list, boys.
Okay.
That's Tamina, Billie Kay, Peyton Royce, Ember Moon, Alicia Fox, Nia Jax, Dana Brooke, Asuka, Mandy Rose, Sonya Deville, Carmella, Lana, Naomi, Tori Wilson, Michelle McCool, Maria Kanellis, Kelly, Ivory, Alundra Blaze, and the reason we segued to this, Rob, Molly Holly. It's also listed.
That's fucking cool.
Who's your winner?
I don't know. I just got the lineup, so I don't fucking know. Who's
What is this, a battle royal?
Who's the champ on SmackDown?
Battle Royal.
Who's the champ on SmackDown right now?
The champ on
Carmella.
SmackDown is it's Becky Lynch.
Becky
Oh,
Lynch.
right, duh.
I don't know.
It's interesting. I
don't know.
mean, I'm
I'm
gonna
not,
go.
I'm not even picking somebody right now. I don't know.
I'm gonna go Ember Moon.
To be determined. My answer is to be determined.
Really?
Yeah, you know what? I was thinking that a minute ago. I'm gonna do that too. Ember.
Okay.
I'm going to say Asuka.
Okay. Yeah. They did so much with the the
Main
Royal
roster
Rumble.
not ready for Oscar.
Yeah, the Royal Rumble did so much for her career. Let's give her a battle royal here.
Yeah.
Why not?
Probably the worst booking. By the way,
She's over in Long Island.
Natty. I can't stand Natty. There's no. But I do have a little respect for her taking one for the team, going down to NXT, working with the girls there originally when they first went to this format and this version of NXT. Her reward is that she gets to be paired with 2 other pioneers, Sasha and Bailey, in a 6-woman tag match against the Riot Squad for Evolution.
Yeah.
That is what they determined is what these 3 women who have contributed, who truly are part of the Evolution, unlike the Bellas. They are truly part of this thing.
Yeah.
And they're relegated to a 6-woman tag with the Riot Squad.
Bullshit.
They're probably not too thrilled about it.
No.
But, hey,
Hey.
I mean, they're still on the card, so
Hey, yeah.
what can you say?
All right. Anyway, then, Brian, tell me who's the winner there.
For that one, I'm going to have to go with it's got to be the Legends. Not
Yeah.
the Legends, but, the
It's
elder,
got to be the face team.
the elder stateswomen.
Yeah, they can't let the Riot Squad win.
No.
Yeah, they just, no.
And not for nothing, though, tonight, I forget
Not
what they
for
said,
nothing.
what they said verbatim, but the Riot Squad's promo, I thought it was kind of like negative considering how soon all the shit that like with Roman like spilling his guts about like
I
his
want the
personal
whole
life.
world to be
Yeah, they're
happy and then tear it down and suffering.
Yeah, and
Well,
like
I mean,
suffer and all
the
that.
whole
like,
night was about suffering.
I mean,
Between the Riot Squad and both, we got leukemia, we got breast cancer.
right. Don't talk about human suffering with all that shit going on. Kinda.
Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, like come on.
Yeah.
The tombstones of DX.
Right, them burying people.
Yeah, what a weird fucking thing that was.
That's right.
What
All
match
of
is-
it was weird.
I think the Riot Squad wins this.
All right.
Really?
Yeah.
I think that's a horrible guess, but okay.
We'll see.
Next up, Io Shirai and Toni Storm, finals of the Mae Young Classic.
Hey, you know what? Here's a future prediction. Adam is going to take the longest piss he's ever taken on Sunday.
Yes.
Because he always takes the piss during the women's match, and now we got 4 hours.
Who's it again?
I'm
Say-
going to
say it
be in
again.
Teddy Land with Mark that one. Io Shirai versus Toni Storm.
Tony
Storm.
time.
Tony.
Fucking Tony time.
Tony time.
Tony time all the way.
Tony has done
I
it
was
again.
listening to Tony today on my drive.
Were you?
Yeah.
Did it feel good?
It did.
It
right.
feels
Yeah.
good.
Yeah. We got the.
All
we
right.
Got the singing.
Thanks, Adam.
Yeah.
Alexa and Mickey, Trish and Lita.
Condiment dispenser on a pole match. What the fuck? I thought it said condom dispenser on a pole
It
match.
should be
What's the match?
Alexa
Trish.
and Mickey versus Lita and Trish.
Lita and Trish. Come on. No, they'll put over Alexa and Mickey. Oh,
I
God.
think. Really?
Yeah, they'll put over Alexa.
Yeah, they're gonna put over Mickey. It's not like Mickey's like a young
Nah,
up and comer.
Alexa gets the pin.
No, Mickey's there to take the pin. It's Trish and Lita.
Yeah,
Mickey's there to take the pin.
That's exactly what's going to happen.
Yeah, that's my first pick, but
Or Edge comes back.
I'm trying to be different.
They do the thing in
Live
the bed.
sex
They
show.
fuck in the bed.
Yeah, with Lita, right? Yeah.
Oh, no.
Or
Alexa.
the DX, one of the tomb, one of the graves has actually got Katie Vick in it. And it's a 3-way.
I think they put Alexa over, but go ahead.
So what's your pick? Are you picking Alexa?
I'm picking
Mickey?
Alexa, yeah.
Okay. What's yours, Brian?
It's going to be exactly what you said. I'm going to agree with you wholeheartedly.
Yeah. Mickey's there to take the pin. Now we got 3 title matches here, boys. Shayna Baszler versus Kairi Sane for the NXT Women's title.
He hasn't been doing many sound effects tonight. It's not like him.
Right? What's going on?
What do you want?
Nothing.
Nothing, really.
No, you don't have to do. Oh God, no! Stop. Do I look like Baron Corbin?
Why was that the
No.
first thing you put
All
on?
right, this one's for Roman.
Wow.
There you go. That's good.
Sadness.
Yeah.
You shouldn't dance. You shouldn't play this. Can we get back to the wrestling?
Oh, come on. There was a crowd that did a "You Deserve It" chant after one of these cancer promos.
No, the one guy.
Nothing gets worse
There was
timing than that.
fucking one guy in the crowd during Roman Reigns thing. Turn it down. Turn it, where he was like, "Yeah, I got leukemia," and the guy screams, "You still fucking suck." I was just like, "What's
This is terrible.
He kept going too. Nobody fucking cares. He was screaming it.
Kayfabe's not dead to him, man.
Just like, what the fuck, bro?
And bored. I'm glad you guys are talking about the picks. I just don't want to read them because it is a
What's the
women's
next
pay-per-view.
match? What's the next
Shayna Baszler, Kairi Sane. You never answered. We
Kairi
got
Sane.
3 matches here.
Kairi Sane.
We can get through it. I think it's Kairi too.
Yeah, you got to set up the Bianca Belair feud.
I don't know about that, but I think it's Kairi too.
Absolutely.
No, I think it's Nikki because I think Nikki gets moved up after she loses.
No.
Brian,
Mickey's already had Mickey's already been in a title picture.
Brian,
Shayna Baszler.
because you're dumb.
Negative. No, I
Has
think
there
because
been a two-time champ for the women? Yeah.
I don't think so. I can't remember.
So Shayna Baszler is going to be the first. Is why I'm arguing against you.
Why not? Why not?
You tell me why. That's a harder.
Because I feel like with this card, I think there's going to be a lot of I think with Trish and Lita, I think they're going to win their match. And then what was the other one that with the
Natasha Bailey and
yeah, I think they're all going to win the match. So you got a heel going over at some place.
And you got the horsewomen sitting in the back in the training facility training.
It's true. They're having matches right now as I was going to say as we speak, but no, they're probably not.
Roddy's wife.
Okay,
Shayna.
you don't think that the Nikki Bella and Ronda Rousey is that opportunity because you could do twin magic and screw over Ronda, and that's where you have your heel win.
I think that's a match where you have a heel win.
Okay, because that's my segue to go to you, Nikki and Ronda. Who's your pick?
I fucked this pen up.
Because I do agree with you that somewhere the heel has to win. It's not going to be all sunshine and lollipops.
No, I think. I think if Nikki won that match against Ronda, I think the Long Island crowd might cheer. So I think for that reason, I think they're gonna just let Ronda regain the belt.
What's your pick?
Ronda. I think Ronda.
Is it just me, Rob, or is all of his picks sounding very political? I don't even know what he's for or against.
Let me justify this by
I'm just giving you my point. Hey,
I enjoy it. Thank you.
Oh, no, thank you.
Yeah,
You're
you
welcome.
enjoy it because this is all just about getting them a payday that they won't get on November 2nd. Rob, what's your pick?
Dick move.
Nobody
Nikki and
might.
Ronda. Oh, you can say dick stuff about Roman, but I can't say dick stuff about the women that got paid for not working.
I said it everybody else was thinking. I didn't mean it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what's up?
I just asked you.
I'm sorry you asked me, then you talk for fucking 5
Nikki
minutes.
and Ronda. There's only 2 matches to go. If I didn't need to ask
trying
you,
to talk when he's talking is
oh
almost
my
fucking
God, it's
impossible.
like
You hear him?
Kiera. He's hung out with Kiera too long
He's
that
like a
now
wall of words.
that
He
we
never
take
stops.
so long because I have to repeat every fucking question 6 times for him. Neither one of you that side of the table is just covered in a cloud. What the fuck? Come on, pick your pick, Nikki or Ronda.
Ronda.
Thank you.
You made him mad.
Oh, he's always fucking mad.
Look what you did.
Oh, you're the one who's got to sit next to him.
He's an angry elf.
I'm not angry. You're a fucking wall of like when you start talking, there is no interjection. You have to wait till Adam is done because he will steamroll over you. So let me talk for 12 minutes. I'm Adam right now. Talk for 12 minutes so no one can get anything in. I'm gonna ask you 4 questions in there, but I'm not gonna let you answer them.
I've lost a lot of things, and one of them has been my smile.
Go ahead. You're good. But
all right.
Everybody loves you.
Everybody does because they recognize the talent. Final match of the night. This one is the one that this better be the main event. I think this one is the most interesting. It is a last women standing match, Becky and Charlotte. And everybody on the board is saying they think the heel that retains tonight or on this night is going to be Becky. I don't think Becky's a heel. The reaction she's getting, Charlotte is dangerously close, especially now that Roman's gone, to being the Roman of the women's division. She has 7 titles way too soon. No, she has 7 titles way too soon. Well, I mean, her tit pop, but that wasn't quite the... Who's your winner, Rob? I'm going to go with Becky Lynch.
Not you. You're not winning tonight. I'm going to go Becky Lynch. Sure, yeah.
Rob, Brian, Dave, Mark.
Doctor.
Bionic.
Doctor.
Becky.
Any idea why?
No, you yelled at me for giving you my reasoning before, so I'm going to keep to myself. Thank you for that, Adam.
Why is this so loud?
Wow, look at... I just want to see if he does it. He's doing it. Look at that. It's still fading. All right, so this one happened. This one kind of.
For the love of God, will you just let me and my team
Perfect timing. Perfect timing.
Lord, man.
Wait to fade the music out and then play your effect as loud as possible.
Hey, Jericho's cruises this weekend.
Are you going?
No.
You didn't book your room?
No.
Why
I didn't win. I didn't win the Mega Millions.
No. So this broke a few days ago, but WWE is reportedly considering merging their rosters once the SmackDown deal. I'm sorry, SmackDown moves to Fox.
So a year from now. You're telling me about a story that might happen
starting
a year
in
from
October
now?
of 2019. Well, I'm just planting the seeds in your head, Adam, because it could have big ramifications on what's going on right now, right?
No.
Raw will remain on the USA Network, but SmackDown Live is moving to Fridays on Fox's main network channel. And now it's also being reported that Fox kind of wants SmackDown to be more of a sports-oriented show and not so much of a kind of like a comedy act, almost kind of like some of the Raw segments.
All the people who can't do promos will go to Raw. I mean,
it's all going to be merged. It's all going to be merged. So everyone's kind of afraid that SmackDown is just going to become another afterthought like it used to be, just because it's just going to be we're going to see like the same watered down angles. Now, I had a totally different opinion on everything before I watched tonight's episode of Monday Night Raw.
Yeah.
I mean, just with all the shakeout. I mean, there's going to be everything is completely different now with Roman out of the current picture, right?
I'm trying to picture WWE as more like an indie show. Like
how?
It's less storylines and more fucking action.
So they could do. I mean, I guess they could get away with maybe Raw being more of the story, and then SmackDown having like a lot more of like the action in the matches. I guess to kind of back up the story that they're building.
Maybe they do it more like NXT.
That would be great.
Because NXT feels very athletic. It feels very sporty. The storylines are an added caveat to the athleticism of the athletes.
I mean, they already combined the pay-per-views.
My thing is they combined the pay-per-views because they want to have one less. They told us they were going to have so many less this year. They've actually have 16 last year and are going to have 15 by the year's end.
Yeah.
My thing is, if you combine the roster, guys are going to get. What's the point of all these titles? If you're combining rosters, what's the point of having all this talent with no TV time? Even in the 3-week cycle, Rob, if this roster's merged, you never see Ty Dillinger.
They'll unify him. I mean, we don't see him anyway.
Right, but I'm saying you will never see the Ascension ever again.
Ty
the
Dillinger
tag division
would you fucking say that.
Ty Dillinger is filling the void.
Yeah, the tag division would get their own show. I know I've wanted the women to have their own show, but the tag division would get their own show on the network.
Whoa. You want the women to have their own show?
No, I've always wanted the women to have their own show.
Since when?
You know, he's
tape.
always said that because he doesn't want them.
Oh,
on
okay.
the show.
So you don't want them to be. Got it.
yeah.
You don't want them to have their own shine or anything. You just want them to be.
You know
away.
how the cruiserweights
Go
aren't even
away.
featured on Raw anymore?
Mhm.
I know 205 Live has finally gotten good now that they're not on that show.
You should stop talking.
But
like
yeah,
now.
I would love to have the women have their own show. Maybe give Tag Team Thursday, on the network.
But as long as he can look at Elias's body.
Right.
No,
Right.
only when he's
That is the takeaway
That's
for
what
the night.
Yeah.
Adam doesn't care about the women at all. Fuck them. Send them away. Hide them. As long as you give me some Elias bod. Fucking yeah. Hey Brian, maybe you'll know. Is Adam suspect?
Hey Brian.
I don't know.
Wait, Kara asked. Kara, little kayfabe break here. Kara asked earlier to Brian if he knew if Finn Balor was gay or not, and Brian.
And she made it a point to say, "I don't want to ask you two, to me and Adam.
Right.
I got to ask Brian."
She felt that my gaydar was strong.
Well, no, but I love your responses. To my knowledge, I haven't slept with him.
No, I think I said to my knowledge he hasn't fucked me.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was trying
that
to
is
go.
correct, sir.
I was trying to do the
That's
PC version. Is this dirt sheets?
Yeah. This is Dirt Sheets. Please do that. Please do that. Speaking of our boy, I think we were talking about him. Well, we talked about him a lot. There you go. Seth Rollins.
Yeah.
He was part of a Q&A on WWE's Facebook.
God, he has an ugly cry.
He does.
Yeah.
And he was asked who he'd like to face off in NXT.
Yeah.
And he said, I know he's new, but Matt Riddle. He was the first guy that Rollins
Has
said.
he even debuted?
He's wrestled some live events, but he hasn't debuted on TV yet. And then
Would you please?
Seth added, he said, he's someone who's super talented and he's got an interesting skill set, a different style. I'm always intrigued by different styles. I feel like I can have a good match with anybody, and I'd like to see how Riddle and my style mesh together. And then Riddle responded on his Instagram by saying, you're a stallion. Hopefully it happens sooner than later, bro. So it's kind of cool to see kind of main roster guys mix it up with NXT guys.
Are they flirting? You're
I don't know.
a stallion.
Yeah, that
I
is.
want
That
to
was,
wrestle you too.
he's just kind of
Hey, Elias, call me.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. Ooh.
And now back to the show.
Yeah. Wow. Okay, Adam.
Are we still allowed to play this?
Sure.
I'm just gonna be.
Here's one for you because you mentioned his name earlier on.
Wettest hair water from Flint. What?
Cody Rhodes posted a pretty long-winded Instagram story on his page.
Cool.
Just kind of reflecting on the NWA title. The NWA had their event yesterday, Adam, if you...
His title reign's over, right?
Nick Aldis regained his NWA championship, so now he is the NWA champion.
Do I have a wah-wah sound effect, Rob?
I think so.
Yeah, you just did it.
Wah-wah.
There you go.
But if you're interested, go to Cody's his Instagram or his Twitter and go read it. But the most interesting thing to kind of take away from
Obviously, I'm not interested. That's
Yes,
why I
you
have
are.
you tell me.
Listen, he says
I don't want to go look.
he's going to continue his remaining dates with the good folks at ROH, and he'll begin to transition to a new role in professional wrestling. Now, what that means is
well, there has been rumors that he's going to be launching their own company.
That's true. Yeah, I heard it was with
so
the guy
it's
that
not
owns,
necessarily WWE.
And then he went on to follow. He said,
I mean, his own promotion.
Right.
Okay.
He previously said that wrestlers need to band together. So who knows? Maybe he could bring on the Bucks too in whatever kind of venture that they're going to go on.
You know what? If he was to start a promotion and be the first promotion to offer a union to the work, I think a lot of big name talent would flood to him.
I mean, he can kind of be like a Jeff Jarrett. Jeff Jarrett was doing big, he was at one point the head of TNA and still wrestling full time.
Yeah,
Cody can kind of do something
don't
similar.
compare him to Jeff Jarrett.
No, I don't mean it
he
like
has
that.
to, but Jeff Jarrett couldn't keep up with WWE. They had moments, right, but he couldn't keep up. Cody wants to do it right now. He needs to offer the best talent in the world something they're not getting anywhere else.
Daniel Price brings this up. He says that JR and Jericho are talking about starting a promotion. Imagine with their guidance and Cody and the Bucks and that group's fresh take on creative with the experience that, JR could offer in the booking and Jericho could lend with his name recognition.
Yeah.
That could be a sick combo.
Fuck unions. CT, See,
What?
WWE is exactly the perfect example of why you need to have a union. Because a boss who has so much power that can control a whole city, a whole town, or in this case, almost a fucking whole industry, can also do what he wants with you. He can pay you shit when he wants to, or he'll pay you this much. He don't have to offer you any benefits at all, no medical, nothing like that. Fuck you. Matter of fact, you're not even
overpay a guy that didn't travel the whole time.
right. And a matter of fact, I'm gonna give you 1099s. I'm not even gonna call you employees. I'm gonna call you independent contractors because I don't give that much of a shit about you that I don't want it to cover the tax on the side with it. Or to go along with it. So, no. Unions right now, that's why motherfuckers are broke right now, because motherfuckers like you got rid of unions.
Think about and this is kind of funny to me. Think about like the perception of most WWE fans is that these guys ride together because they're brothers and friends, and that's how they get from town to town. A lot of time it's to split the cost, because WWE does not give a fuck about the bottom 90% of the roster. They say, see you in the next city. You get your ass there however you have to get your ass there.
Well, they pay them well, but still, yeah.
I mean, but they don't book them on a charter bus. They don't book them on a flight. They have their own jets. They don't say, hey, join us in the next city. Oh, sorry, only room for Cena.
Yeah.
You know, it is what it is. Brian, got anything else?
I just wanted to follow up with whoever was saying on the board that he was starting their own promotion. What he was talking about was there's a rumor that the NFL's, the Jacksonville Jaguars owner was rumored to be starting a new promotion. He was going to be the money guy, and he was going to be with JR and Jericho, I guess, as the guys that are kind of at the creative. And this was going to be with Access TV. That's Mark Cuban's whole TV thing. But Jericho went on Twitter and already said that, and it's kind of funny. He said, I'm starting my own wrestling company? Awesome. I'm also starting my own movie studio with Lady Gaga, my own car wash with Bono, and my own bake shop. So he already kind of shot down the rumor.
Awesome.
Yeah. Let's see. And
Way to prepare, Brian.
Oh, I prepared, brother. And I just want to say congratulations to the mayor of Knox County. He
was in the boiler room today.
He was in the boiler room. He was in a cemetery, but he also is starting his own wrestling school down in Tennessee with Dr. Tom Pritchard. So they're going to be starting their own wrestling school. So he's keeping his he's pretty busy schedule.
Dr. Tom Pritchard.
Dr. Tom.
Wasn't he on Tim and Eric's awesome show?
No, Dr. Tom. He trained a ton of guys
I
coming
know,
up in
I
WWE.
know.
Yeah, it was just a joke that went over my head. Got it.
What was the name of the doctor on that show?
Dr. Steve Rule.
Yeah, Dr. Steve
Sweet
Rule.
Berry Wine. And Sting mentioned that he would only come out of retirement to have a match with Undertaker. I hope that never happens, and that's all it is.
Is it a Walker match?
Yes.
Yeah, the winner gets new tennis balls on the bottom of the walker.
I gotta ask you guys something, because I think I was onto something that could be great on Tuesday night SmackDown. So they did episode 1000, and long story short,
I heard it was shit.
It was, but the opening segment with the McMahons, R-Truth, and Carmella was decent, and it went nowhere, Brian.
I was reading the board,
but R-Truth kept saying dance break in the middle of everything to cut to dance breaks. Well, the segment ended with Vince going dance break, and I think it would be hilarious to have Vince come out as a senile old coot character and just walk around and go, I want to have this match this week.
Have him come out in his underwear, tighty whities, and like Stephanie was like, Dad, no. Now push him back to the.
Yeah.
I think it's great.
Daniel Price has a good idea. Hover around on a scaffold casket match. You know, he just comes up with some really, really awful things, and it's just his senile ass ideas.
He comes out and he roots on every guy.
I feel like
going,
we're
Shane. Are you Shane?
Yeah. I feel like we still have that, though. Like, some of the stuff that gets to air is, like, definitely Vince ideas.
No. I'm talking the character.
Oh, you know, Vince is a crazy fucking dementia.
Yeah, he sits in the bathtub and pops his fart bubbles. Kind of old man.
I'm intrigued. You have my attention.
Yeah.
And again, he comes out. Imagine pairing him with Kurt Hawkins. And every week, he's coming up with a new match type to try and get Kurt to finally win.
And this would have to be a swan song, though, Adam. It'd have to be a swan song. I mean,
I
know,
can't come back.
I know he came back from the dead from the limo blowing up, but yeah, I think this one you can't come back from. No.
But imagine how fucking great that would be, though. Every week he's like, tonight we're gonna have a horse trough match.
Well, don't make him sound like a Lemmy.
God
Lemmy
damn
from
it.
fucking of Mice and Men. Yeah, he'd be like
God
that.
damn it.
Oh, goddamn! I think
I was actually thinking of Jerry Jarrett.
I'm gonna poop my pants, and then I'm gonna put you in a match against Hulk Hogan.
Vince.
Nurse, my depends are full.
Yeah, Mr. McMahon, you're talking to the door. Oh, god damn it! Yeah.
Tell that door it's fired.
This is pretty horrible of us, though. We're being pretty horrible all night.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think my Vince impersonation's better than yours.
I think I do too.
Really? I like yours. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
I like. Speaking of
he has
impersonations, go with the Johnny Ace.
Oh, I don't know, Adam. I don't know if we should really do that right now.
He did. He kills me. It tickles me. It's like it tickles me as much as this.
This is Roderick Strong, man. Prove this.
Even though that's not even an impersonation.
No, that's
We're going
not.
to do the rest of the show like Vince, Johnny, and Macho. Is that what we're going to do?
Oh yeah.
That sounds like a great idea.
I think you're kind of off your rocker if you think we're gonna do that. Yeah.
I like that.
What you think, Vince? Yeah.
I like that Beavis and Butthead has been on the entire time.
Oh yeah.
Them damn boys been whacking off in my trailer. I'm a veteran of 2 foreign wars, Vietnam
Jeez.
and Korea.
What
anyway,
else?
wrap this shit up. It's time for final thoughts, boys.
Ooh.
What is your final thoughts? That side of the table.
I guess my final thought is we didn't mention the crown fucking jewel of the fucking denial.
Sorta did.
The crown jewel of denial tonight. But
Crown
We
blood.
talked
jewel.
about Roman being missing from that triple threat.
I know, but we
Talked
didn't
about
talk
the World
about
Cup.
the fact that we have some wrestlers that are saying they might not
Oh,
go.
we didn't talk about that.
Right?
Yeah, Daniel Bryan and Cena were the listed tops of that list. That
They're
I heard.
rumored to be the ones that are kind of leading the charge as to saying that they're not too happy about going over there. Now, whether or not that's true or not, who the fuck knows? But if there were going to be anyone on the roster that could kind of maybe change something as far as not going over there, it could be them. I mean, it's totally different, say, if it were like, excuse me, I don't know, someone on the undercard or whatever that's going over there that
I need
no
some
one really
money.
gives a shit. Yeah.
Right.
But to have some of the top guys in the company say that they don't feel comfortable about going,
Yeah.
that's
Like,
pretty
if,
big.
If Apollo looks at Vince, he goes,
Right.
Vince, I'm not going. Well, goddamn it, who cares? Go away.
Right,
I
he'd
think
be
it would
buried
take
after that.
Cena, the clout of Cena, and
his new
maybe
hair.
yeah,
His
and
new
maybe the animal of because Daniel Bryan, you got to understand he is part of that bell of money.
Hey, Hunter.
He's a Kardashian.
I'm
if
ready
you
to
will.
go ahead and add a match to the Evolution pay-per-view. Yeah, Apollo's going to be on Evolution pay-per-view now. Ha 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 ha.
He's fighting Santina Marella.
God damn it.
Apparently, Rick is supposed to be at Evolution. We didn't say that. We didn't
Rick?
talk about that. Ric Flair.
In the corner. Well, he was just
Something
there.
like that, yeah.
He was there last week. Why not?
But, like,
Is his new wife going to be there?
probably not.
Okay.
Maybe. I don't know. No.
that it?
I don't think that was my final thought.
Oh,
Wasn't someone else going?
I did.
I think it was Rob's.
Well,
I heard that.
I'm done.
Adam just shook the earth with a fucking fart.
I wish Joseph a quick recovery.
Roman. Liaki?
Joseph.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Joseph.
Yeah.
all right. I got a couple
I
things
don't care about Roman.
that I want to close the show out with.
Yeah.
First and foremost, I know she'll never hear this and not listening. It's after midnight. Happy 40th to my fine better half, who allows me to come out even on her 40th birthday to do podcasts and hang out with my friends.
Wow, you're a dick.
Christy, you are amazing. Thank you so much for all that you do. I think the board is kind of talking a little bit about this, and I steamrolled it because I wanted to save it for my final thought.
And she never does.
You know, the show opened with a career life moment for Roman Reigns with the leukemia. Okay, that at the end of the day would make this episode memorable, but not in a wrestling way, in a real life way. Okay, is where this is going to draw headlines and be a memory of. Dean turning at the end of the night made this show have a wrestling finish, a wrestling consequence, a wrestling moment that you could go, wow, can you believe on the night that Roman did this, Dean turned on Seth? Like, wow, even without the Roman aspect, Dean turned on Seth. fucking seconds after they won the tag title. No celebration, no fake pop, no can you see this coming. They just did that shit. And fans who were crying earlier were now stunned.
Stunned.
And we kind of were like, wait, was that a 3 count? And holy shit, he just attacked him and gave him the dirty deeds on the belts. I thought it was a great way to go out of the show so that a wrestling fan could go away from this show talking about something other than leukemia. Again, I'm not, this has nothing to do with my feelings on Roman or anything. I think this was a very skilled maneuver of WWE, starting with Roman, having Paul take them past it, and having them get back to a wrestling moment and a wrestling consequence at the end of the night that we could talk about beyond leukemia. And because Good Morning America is going to be talking about nothing but Roman Reigns having leukemia.
Right.
But podcasters, we have to move on, and we still have to talk about this product.
Right. And don't shy over the fact that Dean was vicious. It wasn't just a turn.
He didn't just do one dirty deeds on the belt. He then continued to attack him for probably, 5-10 minutes? Well, however long the show had left.
Right.
Am I the only one that feels that Dean turning kind of watered down, like, Roman giving, like, a heartfelt thing? Like, it almost made Roman's, like, speech and him saying that made it almost feel like it was like a wrestling storyline, even though I know it's not.
I don't know.
But it made it to kind of, like, involve that and to kind of bring that in.
I separated that from the show immediately when it was over.
Like again, I think it went very systematically. When Paul said the show must go on, and he instantly went right into, and Brock Lesnar and Braun Strowman and Crown Jewel, he went right back to his same old Paul. I think, again, he was the bridge from the opening with Roman, and then Dean is just doing what the business needed. He needed to turn, and he needed to be vicious. And
we didn't even talk about who the fucking tag team champs are going to be now.
Right. Or if they're going to lose it or vacate it, because we've had
maybe they're going to go in at one belt.
But we've had rivals basically break up in the ring when they lose it. They just happen to face the Ascension and Falcon's Arrow on Dean. They leave him in the ring. Ascension pins. Seth walks off. There's your new champ. So, or do they vacate him and have a? We don't know.
You know who comes back? Seth's former partner,
Jason Jordan.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't see the fucking revival at all in like weeks.
No revival.
And
no
now
Ascension.
Gable and Rude have been taking their spot on TV. Now they're gone. I mean, they squashed the revival for a Shield storyline to include the belts, and this didn't even play out. Just think about that, if you will. My whole thing at the end of the night is this. It is sad, like I said, with agreeing with Rob, but we got to move on.
Yeah. Hey, real quick, don't forget 10% off your entire order at collarandelbowbrand.com. If it's in stock, you get 10% off. With the marked out, one word, marked out all caps, promo code. That's collarandelbowbrand.com. Don't forget to check us out on Facebook, facebook.com/markedout1, at SmartMark Show on Twitter, Marked Out Wrestling on Instagram, Bubba Radio Army, 10 p.m. on Sunday nights. And, so don't forget all that stuff.
Don't forget tomorrow.
Subscribe, like, and fucking comment on our video.
Yeah, tomorrow we're at
2,200 followers on IG.
Cool.
So we're up there.
Tomorrow on SmarkDown. We'll talk a little bit more about this fallout if we think anybody's going to move over or anything like that. Do they possibly change the World Cup and make it be worth more something after 24 hours later?
Like they changed the name.
Well, the reaction.
US Open.
I think that there's a ripple effect.
Wimbledon.
That the WWE changes more than just removing him from a triple threat here, and I think we'll see that play out possibly tomorrow. If not Sunday, I'm going to drink a lot of water so I can take the longest pee ever. And yep, that's what it is going to happen. Don't
way to end the show. And yep, that's the way it's going to happen. I'm going to piss all Sunday night.
Ladies can do stuff now. And you're going to have to learn how to deal with that.
Sounded like Rob was saying that on a soapbox. Anyway, tune in next time, same smart time, same. Oh, wrong show. Mark out like no one's watching.
Wow.
I'll catch you on the flip side. Marked Out Podcast is recorded, edited, distributed, and marketed at U-Record Studios in Charlotte, North Carolina. For more information on optimizing your podcast for increased listenership, check out U-Record on Facebook, Twitter, and email sales@urecordstudios.com or visit the website www.urecordstudios.com.
Yes! 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 Yes!
You're listening to the Electronic Media Collective Podcast Network. Yeah, it's a mouthful. For more great shows, visit electronicmediacollective.com.